Hi friends. Recently I was thinking about this verse. It's found in Luke chapter 22, verse 31 to 34. It states, "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, indeed Satan has asked for you, that he may sieve you as wheat. But I have prayed for you, that your faith should not fail. And when you have returned to me, strengthen your brethren." I thought it's very interesting as we look in life. If we look at ourselves, when we know that somebody is going to fail, what is your response? Often you may say, I better not associate with him. I don't want him to bring him down together with me when he fails. Or you may say, perhaps you may warn him and leave him as he is. But Jesus chose something different. He chose to say that I will pray for you, Peter. I will warn you of what's going to happen, and that your faith will not fail, that you will not give up in all things. And I thought Jesus chooses a very different response to what humanly that I might do, or perhaps what you might often do too. Peter, though he believed and said in verse 33, "Lord, I am ready to go with you both to prison and to death." Peter was very sure of himself, and that's how he felt at the moment. But Jesus told him the reality that he would deny him. You know, when Peter failed, Jesus did not give up on him. We ask ourselves the question, if we are looking at one of our own children or one of the youth in church that is our spiritual children, how much will we spend for them that is worth the value of one soul? If we think of other children, we might say perhaps $1,000 or a few $1,000s, more than enough money we've spent on them. But if it is my own children, my own son or daughter, the answer would be everything I can give so that they might be saved is worth it. Jesus views you and me as his children. And he calls us to view our children, both our physical children and our spiritual children in church, with a different lens. That whatever it takes, we will be willing to give up for them. Jesus not only allows Peter to go through the things, but he redeems Peter. When after his resurrection, he comes to Peter and asks him if he loves him, and asks him to feed his sheep and strengthen his brethren. Today, as we reflect upon what God calls us to do, in looking at other believers, in looking at our own children, in looking at though we may see flaws, though we see imperfections, though we may not humanly see the possibilities that people may have, we realize that Jesus, though he saw the failures in Peter, saw in him something worth redeeming, something that he wants in him more precious than his failures. He saw Peter, the one he loved and died for. Today, when we meet others who may have their own failures and their imperfections, may we seek to choose to pray for them, may we seek to strengthen them, and finally, after they have failed, to redeem them and walk together with them in this journey, knowing that they are not alone, but we will choose to disciple them, just as Jesus discipled his disciple Peter, guiding him in life's journey. May we take the step to disciple another person, never giving up on them, giving all we can, because Jesus did the same for us.